What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of At the Money Warrior Network, where we talk about everything financial investing, real estate investing, and everything that's good for your life. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to wholesale land and how to do it with little to no money. Now, before I start on that, make sure that you like and subscribe below so that you don't miss out on important content in the future. But wholesaling land is very simple, guys. And the reason I talk about wholesaling land is because wholesaling houses in a lot of markets right now can be very saturated. And if you don't have a large marketing budget, it could be very, very difficult to break through to people who want to sell their homes, because they're getting mailers all the time about, I want to buy your house, quick offer, close in 7 days. They're getting all of these offers already. And a lot of these large wholesaling firms, they have the marketing budget to invest $10,000 to $20,000 a month in marketing to these homeowners. So an approach that me and my former business partner took is we were actually wholesaling land lots. And the reason being is it's a low barrier to entry. And what I mean by that is it's less expensive to market to. And there's a lot of people who own land lots that they're just sitting on, paying taxes on them every year, and they virtually have no plans to even utilize that land at all. So you're talking about people who don't have a close connectivity with the asset, so it's easier for them to part ways. So a couple things I'm going to give you tips as to how you can start wholesaling land very fast and for little to no money. Tip number one, go to your local county assessor website. So your local tax assessor website. So like, for instance, I'm here in Hillsborough County, so that website is hillstax.org. So just go to Google and whatever county you're in, type in the county name and type in tax assessor. Okay? And what you want to do from there is you want to go to the search records portion of that website. And in there, in most counties, you'll be able to search for vacant land lots. Okay? And you want to look for vacant land lots that are zoned residential. So you want to look for vacant land lots that are zoned residential. The reason for that is you want to look for a lot that's buildable. So when you market your land lot that you get under contract, you'll be able to sell it to either a builder or someone who may want to build their own private home in the future. Tip number two, once you complete your search and you get the names, you should be able to export it into a Excel spreadsheet, okay? And if you have trouble with any of this, call your local tax assessor company or tax assessor in your local county, and they'll be able to walk you through how to get that information. And some tax assessors will actually email you the information that you're looking for. Okay, so once you get that information, you want to go ahead and make sure you're able to save that in an Excel spreadsheet, because what you're going to do is you're going to batch skip trace those names. So what batch skip tracing is it's a system that you can use, and there's a lot of people that sell it online, and basically you're able to look up those names of those people and search for a valid phone number. So the system that I use is called batchskiptracing.com, and I believe they charge, I want to say maybe like 20 cents per lead. So, if you have 100 leads, it's going to cost you $20 to skip trace those names, which isn't anything. That's pretty much little to no money, if you know what I mean. So you're going to take that Excel spreadsheet, you're going to go to batchskiptrace.com, you're going to enter those names, upload those into Batch Skip Trace, and it's going to come back in probably about 2 to 3 hours with a list of phone numbers for those clients. Okay, what you're gonna do then is you're gonna download an app called Text Magic. What Text Magic allows you to do is it allows you to input those phone numbers into the system, and it allows you to text these people. Okay, again, that's called textmagic.com. Now, once you input those phone numbers and those names, you're able to create a custom text that says, hey, Mr. Johnson, I noticed you have a vacant land lot at 123 Main Street. I would love to give you a cash offer for that land lot. How much are you looking for? You want to say something like that. You always want to end it with a open-ended question, so that way you can get an answer back. Now, with vacant land lots, I've seen a higher percentage of success just because, like I said, most people don't care about the land lots a lot of times. They just want to get rid of them if the price is right. So let's say you do that. You go to the tax assessor's website, you get your list of names, then you upload it into Batch Skip Trace. And then from Batch Skip Trace, once you get your phone numbers, you upload that into Text Magic. Now you send those text messages out. Okay, you're gonna start getting responses back. Some people are gonna say no, some people are gonna say yeah, maybe, whatever the case may be. And then from there, you start to create dialogue and talk to them about their property. A great thing about land lots is it's a land lot, so a lot of times you really don't have to go out and see it. You don't have to worry about going out estimating repair costs or anything like that. What you want to do is you want to look at similar land lots in the same area and see what they've sold for. Okay, you want to always look at areas that have a high density population. So you really don't want to go too rural. So like, for instance, I live in Tampa, Florida. So I'm looking in Tampa, I'm looking in some suburb areas. I'm sorry, I apologize about that. But I'm not going too rural. I'm not going out to where there's a lot of farmland and things like that. I want to stay probably within about a 20 to 30 mile radius of the actual city itself. So once you get those names, you start talking to folks, you can make an offer. So based off of what you find online and what some of the comps are, you want to try to come in around 50% of that comp if possible. So to give you a good example, let's say I found a land lot, the guy says he's willing to sell it, and I see the land lots in that area are costing around 10 grand. I'm gonna probably offer about 4,000 for that land lot. The reason being is I want to be able to sell it for under market value. My goal in my business was always to try to get about a 30% spread if possible. So if I can get that land lot at 4,000 to 5,000 and I can flip it for 7,000 to 8,000, the end buyer still gets a great deal. I'm not competing with what's already on the market, selling at market value, and I come away with a good little bit of money in my pocket. So with a lot of these deals, you're not gonna make 10, 20, 30 grand. But think about it, guys. It's going to take you less time to find a land lot versus if you had to try to find an actual property. Also, you don't have to spend gas going out to this property. And then, you're going to close a lot faster. So once you get your land lot, you got somebody who wants to sell it to you, you go ahead and you want to put it under contract. So you want to do a purchase and sales agreement, which I'll also put in the link below as well. Okay, and then you also want to do an assignment agreement as well, because you're not going to be the end buyer. Okay, so once you get your purchase and sale agreement with the owner saying, hey, Mr. Owner, you agree to sell me this land lot for $4,000, then what you want to do is you want to take that to the title company and you want to put it in escrow. Now, with that contract, you want to make sure you put in at least a 30-day inspection period. And the reason for that is that's going to be your way out. So if for some reason you can't sell that land lot within 30 days, then you're still able to get out of that deal. Okay? Now, how do you market this deal? Go on Facebook, join all the wholesaler groups in your area, join all the real estate investing groups in your area, contracting groups, also yard sale groups, memorabilia groups. Join all of these different groups, and you want to blast that property like crazy. So what I do is I usually go on there and I'll make one general ad that might say, hey, 5,000 square foot land lot for sale, $4,000 cash offer, and I'll put that same thing out in all the groups. Guys, you will be amazed by how many offers you will get just from Facebook. I think we did 20 deals one year and they all came off of Facebook. So once you get your buyer, you have them sign the assignment agreement, you take that to the title company, and you wait for closing. This is a great way to build your portfolio, guys, of deals that you've done. And what that does is that gives you experience so that you can move on to even better deals in the future, and it helps you build cash flow as well. So guys, I'm going to leave that information in the description below, just so you can check out some of those links. And as always, guys, plan your excellence today so that you can live successful tomorrow. Peace.